Picture this. You have 3 novels to read this week, plus 5 research papers for your literature analysis, and that's just for one class. If you're drowning in reading assignments and struggling to keep up with everything on your list, you're not alone. I know how overwhelming it feels when your reading list grows faster than you can handle it. Between assigned books, academic papers, and research materials, literature students face an impossible challenge. You want to understand the content deeply, but there simply aren't enough hours in the day to read everything, and let alone doing it thoroughly and still having enough time for analysis and writing. So what's the solution? That's where Gobu comes in. This smart AI assistant transforms how you approach literature research by instantly summarizing assigned books and breaking down academic papers for you. Instead of spending weeks reading, you can focus your time on analysis, critical thinking, and crafting compelling arguments. Let me show you exactly how Gobu works. So first, we're going to start by logging into Gobu. Let's click on the email address field in the center of the screen and enter our email address. We're going to click login and then paste our magic link. It'll take just a few moments. Perfect. Now we're going to create a new project. In the upper part of the screen, let's click this button here to create our first project. As you can see, we can start the article analysis or make a smart summary right away without making any extra clicks. Isn't it great? Saving time already. But before we do that, let's set the research focus first to define what we want to study. This helps Gobu understand exactly what we intend to work on within our project. Now we need to provide all the details in this dialog. Let's click on the short project summary text field and paste a summary of our project into this field. The topic about symbolism and critical interpretation in American modernist literature will serve the purpose. The literature of the post-World War I era always attracted me, but I never investigated it deeply enough. Now we're going to add our research questions here. I have all 3 questions prepared before, so just give me a couple of seconds to paste them in. Hold 1 and done. Next, let's click the hypothesis text field and type our project hypothesis. American modernist literature uses symbolic imagery, fragmented form, and irony to reflect deep cultural disillusionment and challenge traditional narratives of identity and progress. That's perfect for our research. Now for the concepts we want Gobu to focus on. Let's click on the concepts of interest text field and start entering new tags. We're going to type American literary modernism and press enter to create our first tag. The great thing is that these tags help Gobu identify relevant themes throughout your documents. Let's add a few more. Great. At the bottom of the dialog, we're going to click the Save button to confirm our research focus. Once we have our research focus set, it's time to conduct a smart summary. This feature will break down our entire book into digestible insights. Let's try it out now. In the center of the screen, we're going to click the Upload from Device button to open the file browser. You'll see the file selection window open up. Let's select our Great Gatsby book. It's worth noting that Gobu processes the entire document, not just excerpts. You'll see the upload progress as Gobu begins analyzing the text. Look at that. The AI has completed our book summary. This is the full text of The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, the novel set in the Roaring 20s. Wow, Gobu did some awesome good reading there. The story explores themes of wealth, love, and the elusive American dream. Let's add it to our notes to analyze further. We have here a main takeaway and analysis of every chapter from the book. Let's have a look at the first chapter, and specifically the excerpt from it. The author shares about his father giving him advice. Pretty interesting. Let's share what else we have here. Concepts. Saying it's a digital copy of the book, which, by the way, I know for sure has entered the public domain as of January 1, 2021, because the book was published in 1925 and the copyright lasted 95 years, which is actually a pretty long time. So what else? Quick answers. Very interesting. This is the part I'll definitely read thoroughly after I'm done with this recording session right here. Well, if you look at that, it explains who the author is, where the narrator lives, and here again, it talks about the advice from his father. Daisy, Tom, Nick, some characters I must know about. By the way, kids who get to read this in their high school class, they're pretty much in a good spot. I think it was a great book. What is the Valley of the Ashes? A desolate area between West Egg and New York. I feel like this valley represents something symbolic in the book. I gotta learn about it. Here's some key takeaways. There are no key takeaways, so I guess it's fine. Conclusions, the article is a work of fiction and should be read as such. Fair enough. Okay, so all of the excerpts are here. If we want passages from the book that explain some symbolism or talk about love or wealth, we can read them directly here. Very cool. No need to go through the entire book. Gobu does the reading. Let's add this one about killing a man to our notes. I'm sure there's a story behind that, worth exploring. Now that we are done with the summary review, let's go to the canvas. Let's zoom out just a bit to see what we've got here so far. We have our book summary notes. Perfect. Now that we have a detailed summary, we're gonna analyze a research paper related to the novel, The Great Gatsby. So you can actually handle larger reading loads, engage more deeply with the material, and produce better academic work doing this. The best part is that you're not just getting summaries, you're getting insights organized around your specific research questions and concepts. So from the Canvas view, let's click the Add Analysis button in the bottom toolbar to start a new analysis. After that, we're gonna click the article analysis and select a file from our device. This analysis type focuses specifically on academic papers and research materials. We're gonna choose the file here to begin the upload and analysis. While that's in progress, can we please share in the comments down below what you guys think about Gobu? Is it something you would use for academic research? Now, let's take a look at what Gobu has created for us. The analysis of the article is complete, and we can see the results right away. Methodology, qualitative, descriptive method with literary sociological approach. That was a mouthful. Sounds about, I guess, and it sounds about right. Let's locate it in the source to see how it is in the research paper. Cool, it's the same in the original article, but with more words. The rest of the article analysis is also here. Looks great. Let's now go back to our canvas. Look, we have a new source on our canvas, a new analysis and new notes. Everything related to The Great Gatsby in one place. I think it's very convenient to study like that. And if we want to add new comments or share some observations, we can easily drag and drop this text block into the canvas. I'll add for myself. Consider further research on the Roaring Twenties. This way, I remember to research in this direction. If you're already ready to transform how you handle literature, assignments, and research, try Gobu today. Stop spending endless hours struggling through reading lists and start focusing on what really matters, developing your analytical skills, and creating compelling academic work. You can take advantage of Gobu's smart analysis features right now by signing up for a free account. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And thanks to Gobu for sponsoring this video.